Video Games Recon.
Hello and welcome. My name is Nate from Video Games Recon, and in this video I figured I'd show you my top 3 favourite loot farms or caves. Also, as an FYI, I didn't find all these spots. The first one I found myself independently and am unaware whether anyone else has posted info about it, although it being the internet, somebody probably has. The second and third, I can't remember where I learnt about them, whether I was shown by a player or saw them in a video. Either way, I didn't find them myself, so if you know who found them first, feel free to post in the comments and I'll attribute them and put links in the description. Keep in mind these farm spots could get patched out of existence at any time, so get them while they're hot. That said, loot farms are useful things for completing bounties, levelling up exotic weapons and armour, and of course for loot, so I figured it might be useful to show you guys. So without any further ado, let's do it to it. Okay, in at number 3. First off, you want to start on Earth, and of course it should go without saying you want to do patrol. So we're in the Cosmodrome, and yeah, we basically just need to blaze on over to the Moth yards. Okay, now once in the Moth yards, hopefully these guys won't mess me up too much, but yeah, basically you want to blaze to this point, and then there's like a ramp thing, which is a wing from this plane, and I don't know what's on my secondary. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so you want to jump off this. You can try ramping it, but it's better just to jump it. So you want to jump off this into this cave. You might have been here before on like a bounty mission or something. Yeah, sometimes there's a loot crate in here, or whatever you want to call it, a loot chest. Yeah, basically, and what you want to do is, like I said, hopefully these guys aren't going to mess me up, because I don't know how it'll affect it, but yeah, you want to come out here, and you basically just want to jump as high as you can, and then drop down, and you'll notice that on the radar, like, you'll know whether it's worked, because on the back of your radar you'll have a red marker. And yeah, these guys just basically instantly respawn, so you can kill them. I mean, if you put a scout rifle on you, or well, probably any assault rifle, you probably just literally need to turn around. You won't need to run in there. Right, you might need your jump to be like fully upgraded. Like, well, I've obviously not gone fully because this is blink and it probably won't be as good. But yeah, basically you're gonna need like your highest double jump for it to register as you not being... Oh, I've hit something there, that probably won't work. Yeah, for it to register, like you being far enough away, or whatever, for it to count. See, and look, they've spawned again. And it's just a really quick way. I mean, you don't get a lot of enemies in there, which is a shame. But what I often do is I just use this for when I'm waiting for a public event to spawn in the Moth yards, which they do quite frequently. Again, if you want to know what times public events are coming, you can check out my other video that I'll put a link on the screen. It shows you a good web resource. But yeah, basically, you can just keep doing it. You just go up as high as you can, drop, and it's hard to see, but if you look on the radar at the bottom, yeah, there you go. The red on the map shows up, and it's worked. And it basically just works every time. All you have to do is jump, basically. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't get as many, but there are a lot more. You see I hit the ceiling there. For some reason it cancels it, but yeah, so you don't get as many, but it's just so frequent it doesn't matter. It's literally as fast as you can jump and turn around, basically. So yeah, like I said, really good for when you're doing public events, I find. Oh, it fell off. Oh. Okay, sometimes you mess it up, like me, but most of the time it just works, and they just keep coming. So like I said, not the best because you don't get a huge amount of enemies, but it's quick, and basically it's good for while you're waiting for public events. So yeah, that's number 3 in my list. Okay, now for number 2 in my list. This one is incredibly well known. Yeah. This is my second favourite. It's not that good because you have to do a lot of caretaking basically to make sure that it works all the time. Plus, it's really easy for randoms to come along and mess it up for you. So basically what you have to do is clear out these enemies. You probably know this one anyway. And clear out these enemies here. And then we can get started. So I'll just speed up the footage. Okay, so now that we've done that, basically you just have to wait in these stairs a bit, and then you'll see on the right of your radar when the red marker appears, you know that they've appeared, and they'll basically just keep spawning. Oh, that's pretty lucky, look at that. 2 loot chests, sport for choice. Anywho, yeah, basically they'll just keep spawning out of here. So every time you just run to that bit on the stairs, you'll see on the right, yeah, see that? It just showed up on the right. That means they've appeared, and you can just nail them. And they pretty much just queue up, and you can show your grenades and throw your grenades even, and chuck your Nova bombs and use your rocket launchers. You get a lot of heavy ammo, so you don't really need to worry about it. But I've got a pretty beastly assault rifle, so I can pretty much just take them out. Yeah, it will. So, like I said, a lot of people probably already know about this this loot cave, or whatever you want to call it, even though technically it's not a cave. But the downside with this is people can basically mess it up if they come too close and they just like noobs or whatever, don't know what you're doing, and they're just dicking about here. They'll mess up your thing, so they'll stop spawning. Also, a drop ship get my words out. A drop ship spawns periodically and drops bad guys down there. When that happens, you have to go clear them out for some reason. I don't know why. It must be linked to these fellas. But yeah, aside from that, they'll just keep spawning all the time. There's a good amount of them. I mean, as you can see, while I was up there, they didn't spawn because you're too close or whatever. Yeah, so literally you just go to the right bit in the stairs. Look, you see it pop up on the radar on the far right, and then here they are. You just let them have it. It's best to set up your Nova bombs and, you know, grenades and things like that for, you know, destroying mass targets. It's always a useful thing instead of sunslinger or whatever your character, your type has. So yeah, that's number 2 on the list. Okay, my number 1 spot is on Mars. So yeah, it should go without saying again, you need to be in patrol mode. You could probably do it in story mode, but obviously it makes sense to do it in patrol mode. This one can be messed up by people again, which is a bit of a problem. The good thing about this one is it's right next to the spawn of what's it? Again, you've probably heard about this one before. It's quite well known, but this is my favourite one by far. It's like the easiest and best, and I'd say it's probably as good as any of the loot caves that have been so far, like including the ones that have been patched. So yeah, so basically what you need to do is clear out these douchebag minions. Shut up. Well, you don't need to worry about them guys yet. Shut up, your face. Yeah, basically what you want to do is, there are other spots to go with. I've seen people go in other spots, but personally I've found this one to be the best. So you go here, you must be in this sort of area. If you're too much around there, around this sort of area, they tend to like teleport in instead of spawning out of the cave. Whereas this way they should just all walk out the... Oh no, I've kind of messed it up a little bit. Sometimes they do that anyway, but most of the time they'll spawn out of the cave. Again, people can mess this up if they're about in your area. Yeah, so basically what you do is you just nail all these, and you can also get the Cabal. These guys probably, you can use your, your scout rifle, but you'll, cheeky. Anyway, they'll spawn from this entrance most of the time. They also, I think they can spawn in from there as well. But yeah, basically, and periodically the Vex will spawn out of here. It's probably a little bit longer spawn than the others, but the other caves that have been before, but there are good numbers here. Plus, you know, you'll have your hands full to clear out both waves of both the Cabal and the Vex. So yeah, it's a pretty sweet spawn. Also, I'd suggest getting a sniper rifle like I've got that you can shoot the ammo and pick it up. That way you never need to leave your position. Now, if you're a bit of a low level, if you're not, like, say, past 20, you might struggle with this one a little bit, because there's a Minotaur there that you just clearly saw pop up to deal with. I'm not sure what level he is. It's probably like 11 or something. But yeah, it can be a bit tricky. But aside from that, this is easily my favourite spawn. You'll kill, like, I don't know, maybe 15 enemies every 20 seconds or something if you do it right. Yeah, I can already hear the Vex spawning. So yeah. Oh, I didn't have that loaded. Rookie move. Shit up. Now, like I said, you have to be careful because sometimes they'll teleport off in different places. Also, if you let them get too far out, one of the Vex, for some reason, I don't know why, he'll just sort of teleport and disappear off there, and you'll have to wait like 20 seconds for him to come back before that wave will start to spawn again. So yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass that, but hey ho, what are you gonna do? So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good, and you just basically, like any loot cave, just rinse and repeat. And they just keep on coming. I think they're hiding now. Quit hiding. Look, and you can see the Cabal just starting to spawn in. Oh, they spawned in from in there this time. Usually they spawn from in that cave, but yeah, they also can come from this sort of area as well. But yeah, aside from that, that's pretty much my #1 spot. So yeah, happy loot hunting, peoples.
That just leaves me to say, if you enjoyed this video, please help support us by liking, commenting, sharing and subbing for more BS of a similar nature. Thank you and goodbye.